since the rodeo began.
That you believe were involved?
Oh, yes, we've certainly had arrests since then. As far as the fatalities, I'm not aware of any.
We have to wait for the full investigation from the DA's office to come out.
Right.
That you have had?
We've certainly had arrests, yes.
Is any one thing triggered this? I mean, decreasing blast or
right. Well, looking at the stats from last year and the number of fatalities we had from last year, we had 9 alcohol or intoxication-related deaths. That's 9 too many. And every year when you combine the rodeo crowds and the spring break and St. Patrick's Day, we want to make sure that this year that we reduce that number dramatically.
Is it fair to say that this month is the month that you see the most alcohol-related crimes?
It tends to be one of our higher months as far as alcohol-related crashes. Yes. March, yes.
so what's going to happen?
Well, they haven't increased in the past couple of years, but certainly over the past several years, there's been a stronger enforcement and stronger penalties. And as Lieutenant Bellamy said earlier, a 4th DWI is a felony, in which case we will seize your vehicle. Well, I can't speak specifically to that, whether or not one or the other, but again, I mean, we're dealing with lives, and one is obviously too many.
How large is the area
we're talking specifically about the Harris County area. We have a number of new satellite locations that came online in the past several months in cooperation with the District Attorney's Office. That enables our officers to respond once they make a DWI arrest, to transport the suspect to the location and get them a breath test more quickly, to get them processed, and the officer back on the street to possibly make more arrests.
Have you all considered doing DUI checkpoints or anything like that?
As far as DUI checkpoints, at this point in time, it's not legal in the state of Texas. There is some legislation that's been proposed, but right now that's not a possibility.
Do you know the fines, like how much they can pay if they take it or yell?
I'm sorry?
The fines.
The fines? Well, I can't speak specifically to the actual fine, but I can tell you it will cost a lot of money.
We saw a sign that you can blow $10,000.
Yeah, it could be upwards of $10,000 plus, depending on the attorney fees, court costs, loss of your vehicle. But again, we're talking about saving lives. While obviously money is important, when we're talking about saving lives and serious injury, that's what we're hoping to avoid.
What sorts of trends have you seen, would you say? I mean, is the problem getting worse over the years, or better, or flatline?
We actually had a slightly better year last year in the city of Houston, but again, Harris County leads the nation in intox-related crashes. We want to change that. We want to dramatically lower that. We don't even want to be in the top 10. Like I said, we've been in the top spot for far too long, and we want to change that.
What's going wrong? Why do you think that we're number one?
Well, I'm sure there's a number of factors, but I think public education is the key, which is why we want to get this message out, that it's important to understand that this applies to you. If you're hearing this, it applies to you. It's not just for the other guy. So, a lot of times on New Year's, people are very cognizant of the fact that, they're going to probably be out drinking, and they make precautions or take steps to get home safely. Do the same thing with the rodeo. Do the same thing St. Patrick's Day, spring break, all those events that are fun and people can enjoy themselves, but take those precautions and get home safely and make sure you don't injure yourself or someone else.